Good evening, everyone. And I'm posting another video about PTSD and some of the struggles that veterans go through. Hopefully, to encourage people to keep fighting, to just not be turned into potted plants, and continue to strive forward to be a contributing member of society. I saw on the news this morning that there's a governor, not a governor, a congressman, that's pushing for lobbying for a shot that they give you in your neck, and it what it does is suppresses the nerve center that controls your fight or flight responses. One of the captions I found interesting from the article is that it says we still don't know how SGB works to improve PTSD symptoms, but now we know that it does. You don't know how it works, but you know it does something. That's kind of scary to me, but they used the Medal of Honor recipient, Sergeant Dakota Meyer. He's one of the first people to take this shot. I think it's a pretty smart way of doing it on the military standpoint. Nobody's going to talk smack about a Medal of Honor winner, and neither will I. Not winner, who earned the Medal of Honor. And I will not talk about that person either. I find it odd that they're going through so much to just turn us off, basically, and not admitting what they did to turn us on. What is it that you did to so many of us? As I sit here today, I was thinking about how the Vietnam veterans fought, and so many of them died for these hills and objectives. And we all remember Hamburger Hill and all those things where Marines and Army men just died by the hundreds. Only to, in the very end, everyone just leave Vietnam and then just let everybody take back all the land that so many people died to claim for a reason that we thought was genuine. And then we go to Iraq, and so many of us, and I know some of the people that are on my Facebook feed are officers, high-ranking officers, retired sergeant majors, and I know you probably won't admit to it, but in public. But I understand that maybe you feel the same way I feel. Some of you had to write those unfortunate letters to loved ones to let them know that they're no longer with us. And I know that was probably the hardest letters that any of you had to write, let alone if you had to experience the ramp ceremony. Only to see everything that we fought and so many people lost limbs for and lost eyesight for and lost family members because they came back tore up, to see it all just turned back to the same people that we fought to get it away from. It just kind of gets you right in the stomach. It sucks. All the pain, and here we are and now stuck in this situation we're in here in America, and no one wants to deal with us. No one wants to honestly sit down and say, hey, this is why you are the way you are. Let's just figure out some scientific way to just turn them off. And I'm not a fan of that. I think that we can all work through our problems if we communicate with each other, if we try to understand that those things were, and the things that we did experience were part of the job that we did. And maybe if our government would give us an apology for just turning it off on us and just giving everything back, maybe that would help heal a lot of us. Maybe if somebody would just admit that, hey, we're sorry that we did this, and we're sorry that we let these people take it back after so many of you fought to claim this land in the name of democracy. That would probably go a long way for a lot of us. But we can all hope. Again, like I said, this is going to be a short one. I do want to let everyone know that the thoughts of suicide, and the suicide rate for us as veterans is still 20 a day. It hasn't stopped. It's something that we need to address. And I think we're only going to address that by talking to each other. Today I come to you, and I will let you know that I too almost succumbed to the pains of wanting to end it all because I just didn't fit in. I didn't feel that I was able to cope. In combat, in the military, I was able to figure out things, and it kind of made me well known as somebody who could figure things out. But then, for some reason, I just couldn't figure it out. Just things just weren't clicking for me here, and I had to get some help. And I'd like to thank one of the people who helped me was my barber. I say hi to Isaac. I'd like to also give a shout out to Captain Broussard, Michael Broussard, who was our PA in Afghanistan, also a distant relative of mine. He knew something was wrong by the time I called him, and he reached out to me. My good buddy, been with him since he was a freaking lieutenant, a butter bar lieutenant, Major Jensen. I'd like to thank him for reaching out to me and helping me to get through that difficult time. Our FDC chief, Kevin Andrus, who was with us in OIF 2. I'd like to thank him for taking a moment out of his time. It was cold. He went outside in the cold and talked to me for a little while, helped me out. And it was those brothers that helped to get me through that difficult period in my life, which was only about a month ago. And I'd like to thank the New Covenant Community Church for reaching out to me and also welcoming me, extending their hand to me and helping me to also get enough breathing room to get my head above water and figure this out and start uncluttering my life and getting things sorted out and getting a circadian rhythm again so that I can function. And I'm thankful to all of them. And I hope that this encourages someone, because those of you who knew me probably would be like, I didn't know. I would have never known. And to my good friend, Mr. Gerald Wilfong, as he said, the VA looks at me, and they may look at the way I look on the outside and say, oh, there's nothing wrong with this guy. He's just looking for a handout, some free PTSD money. That's stupid. It's stupid that just because someone can hold it together and can keep themselves and care about their upkeep and still want to be a functioning member of society, that, again, you want us to seek treatment without stigma, yet the very discriminators you use to judge us are filled with freaking stigmas. Just filled with them. And it's sad. It's sad that I would have to look disheveled and disorientated and just a complete mess in order for someone to say, oh, it looks like you need some help. Yeah, that's just stupid. Let's just go see the doctor because we're sick and have the doctor tell you, you know what, you got pneumonia, but let's wait till it's almost terminal before we treat you. Yeah, you look kind of healthy right now. Hey, you got cancer, but it's only stage 1. So let's wait till around stage 4 when you really look like crap, and then I'll try something. That's about how stupid that sounds. That's about how dumb when someone at the VA would say, well, you're holding a good job, you're not homeless, you don't have too many coping skill issues, so you know what? I think you'll just we know something's happened to you. Let's wait till you get really a train wreck, and then we'll try to give you some help. Just freaking sad. So I'm going to help us right now, because so many of us have died. Brothers of our 17 and 177 have committed suicide. They've taken their lives. Some of them have been kind of under sketchy situations where they were shot, but maybe they were murdered. Who knows? But it's sad. And with that being said, I want to close for this evening. I want to let you guys know, brothers, I want us all to join our VFWs, join our American Legions, let our voices be heard. If you have congressmen and congresswomen who are supporting crazy drugs that they want to shoot into our necks or stuff like that, and they don't want to provide us enough research so that we know what's getting ready to happen to us, let's not just idly sit by and let people who've never deployed in their lives make decisions as to what they're going to do with us, shooting stuff in our neck or what pills they're going to give us or whatever. Let's be careful of that. I'm not against any treatment that's going to help some of the brothers out, including myself. But let's be careful. Let us not become guinea pigs again and suffer like we did all those people that we lost and got wounded in Iraq and Afghanistan, and then they gave it all back. Let's not come back over here and they use us again to be a guinea pig for some treatment. That's not what we are. That's not what we asked to be. We've already had enough stuff shot in us and shot in our arms and anthrax over and over and over again. There's some things that we've taken. We still don't know what the heck's going to happen to us. So, with that being said, remember, 20 veterans commit suicide each day. 3.6 of them, 3.8 of them are still on active duty. NCOs, troop your lines. Ask people if they're doing okay. Don't be afraid to ask those questions. Hey, you doing all right there, Sarge? You doing all right there, soldier? Hey, warrior, what's going on? You're looking down. If a soldier's been coming to formation every day on time, then all of a sudden in 1 week they go from sugar to shinola, stop with the counselor statement and maybe call that person in the room and say, hey, what's going on there, tough guy, tough lady? What's up? What's up, warrior? Talk to me. All right? God bless you. You guys have a good one. And Old Tiger 2 November, Bull Wrench, all the other call signs I've had. I'm out. Rah.